Welcome everybody, coming to you with some Zebec. Zebec and its connection with Canton Network. Enjoy. Welcome everybody to the channel. Coming to you with the most famous payroll system in the world, Zebec. Zebec's down 3.15%, pulling back on the day. As we can see, we've been in this day 14 hours, got about a little over 10 hours left on this day before we roll into a new day. It's about 10 a.m. You should get this video about 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I wanted to bring some attention. I want to bring you that Zebec is connected to Canton Network, not directly but indirectly through Lattice Finance. So as you can see right here, Lattice Finance. Let's see, I went over, I Googled it. Let's see where we at. With Chat GPT, short answer, not directly but indirectly, yes. Asked it was, is Zebec partnered with Canton Network? And here's the real breakdown. We're going to read it off to you. Zebec Network is not directly partnered with Canton. Instead, Zebec partnered with Lattice Finance, which is built on Canton Network. So what that means is Zebec plus Lattice equals official partnership with Canton Network. Lattice is the native on Canton. So Zebec entered the Canton ecosystem through Lattice. This partnership marks Zebec's first integration into Canton. They're launching a MasterCard debit card program on Canton using stablecoins, Canton's native token. It connects Zebec's payment streaming rails, Lattice's neobank, Canton's institutional blockchain infrastructure. And you got right here, indirect integration via Lattice, which is actually more meaningful. So we look over here, Lattice. Lattice Finance is a privacy-focused digital banking startup. It's a neobank built on the Canton Network, an institutional-grade blockchain used by major financial institutions. It aims to provide instant, low-friction payments, card services, rewards while inheriting Canton's compliance and privacy features. And key facts of Lattice Finances: the type is a neobank, a fintech company. Its focus is privacy-preserving retail banking on Canton Network. It's located in Los Angeles, California, in the United States. Status pre-launch, waitlist, shipping initial product in 2026. Notable partnership: Zebec for real-time crypto and stablecoin payments. And this is the background and positioning for Lattice Finance. Lattice Finance describes itself as the first neobank on the Canton Network, leveraging the same infrastructure that powers tokenized, regulated capital markets activity for large financial institutions. Its pitch is that every day users get Wall Street grade settlement speed and privacy without needing to manage complex crypto tooling. The company is currently in an early access phase with a public waitlist. targeting users interested in crypto saving, but regulation-aligned banking products, especially those already engaged with the Canton ecosystem. And the core product features on Lattice Finance, according to its public site, Lattice plans to offer instant peer-to-peer transfers that settle in under a second with no pending state using Canton sub-second finality. On-off ramp services allowing deposits from traditional bank accounts and external wallets and withdrawals back to banks, positioning as a seamless bridge between TradeFi and on-chain finance. You got virtual and physical debit cards, including Apple Pay, Google Pay support, so users can spend anywhere traditional card networks are accepted. And then you're going to have rewards via Lattice points that occur on transactions, activity strikes, and referrals, convertible into value inside the Lattice ecosystem. And the technology in the ecosystem, Lattice is tightly coupled to Canton's privacy by design, permission architecture. Only parties to a transaction can view its details, while settlement remains atomic and interoperable across tokenized assets and deposits. A notable ecosystem move is its partnership with Zebec network. You understand what I just read? A notable ecosystem move is its partnership with Zebec network. Together they plan a Lattice card program, a MasterCard debit card supporting Canton's native CC token and stablecoin funding, enabling real-world spending of Canton's denominated value. So I want to bring that to you. So I want to tell everybody out there, start looking, investing in cryptos that is tied to Canton Network. Canton Network is going to be the major blockchain of the banks. That's once we roll over digital. And Zebec is going to be on right behind. It's going to be right there now. You don't see this in the price yet, but it's coming. We're in a bear market. This is what happens every cycle in a bear market after falling out of a bull run. You see Bitcoin, it's rallying a little bit. Well, it's down on the day, sitting at 72,000, around 72,600, 72,700. So you don't necessarily see that in the price yet, but in the next cycle up, all this is going to come forth into the price of Zebec, Canton Network, and the other tokens that's indirectly and directly tied on the Canton Network system. Zebec is doing a lot. They're doing a lot. They're staying busy. There's some other projects I cover that nothing never gets done. Nothing never gets hardly said. No partnerships is announced, and that's bad for crypto. Any business. But we need to start looking at Zebec. I've been covering it for a while. Besides Canton Network, I hold a lot more Zebec than I do Canton, but I'm building my Canton bag now. Been building it for a little while. But Zebec, I do see in the future, once all this rolls out and they start using Zebec payroll across America and abroad, I do see this token at some point getting up to $1. or even better. But that's further down the road than immediate. But we looking over here at the price of Zebec. I want to get to this. We're having a pullback now. We're seeing a bearish trend now after we did a rally up to 002953. So we've been coming down. We did pull back down here. We did pull back down here somewhere around 002465. So we did try to rally back up and get back above this resistance up here, and we got a rejection. And each time that we done this, we went up, we come back down, we made a lower high and somewhat of a higher low each time. So what I do feel like we cannot get above the 7-day VWAP and stay above it each time. The first time we went quite high above it, got rejected, but this time we didn't go quite as high above the price of the 7-day, where the 7-day VWAP was setting, and we're losing momentum. We got some imbalances that sets below us that I feel like that we're gonna come back and feel during right now, because we're showing this bearish momentum. We did just dip down into this fair value gap right here, picked up a little support, but not much. We're gonna come down. I do see us coming down. Now it could bounce. That when I draw these lines now, on the way down, it could bounce and just go up a little bit, and and come back down further. I just want to show you that. But like we done right here, we could come down somewhere and then push back up. But I feel like we're gonna come down to the 30-day VWAP. Maybe dip right below it here at a price of 002425, and then we'll try to work our way back up somewhat like this and come back down into that support level, and then get back up here at 002648 around this area in the middle of this resistance of this fair value gap, and see at this point, can we get above this price at 002654. At that point, we'll see if we can get above that 7-day VWAP. But I do believe we're going to come down and fall right below this. We're going to test this 30-day VWAP and fall below it. Now, at some point, we fall below it, and we could fall. I'm going to draw you another one over here scenario. If we fall below it and we go back up and we get rejected, then we could come down here to the 90-day VWAP, get a bounce off of the 90-day, and if we can get the 90-day VWAP to hold the support once the 30-day fails, then we could push back up, somewhere in the middle of the range, come back to the 30-day, hold it as support, and then move up back up to the 7-day. But I wanted to bring that, give you these two scenarios of what could take place here. But anyway, we're going to pull back either way you go. We're going to pull back because we in a bearish trend right now. I don't see, we low on volume. You got selling going on, Zebec. We are moving along under the 7-day VWAP, and that's never good. And we got some imbalances up under us that serve as magnets that will pull back to the field. Not necessarily saying that we're gonna come all the way down. Some of these imbalances will get filled later on. Some of them won't never get filled, these fair value gaps. But this is the two scenarios that I see that could take place before we get back up and retest the 7-day VWAP. But right now we down 3% already today. The overall market, Bitcoin has pushed up, and I look at the VIX over here. We're looking good on the VIX. It's down. It's sitting at 9. It's under 20. That's really good. The Russell's up at 2,635. Bitcoin dominance. You look at Bitcoin dominance at 59. It's almost at 60. And I want to bring that to your attention. We're sitting at a dominance of almost 60. Bitcoin made this rally up, but a lot of alts just fell back down. Some of them never really rallied. 1% or 2, nothing you wouldn't think, so much uncertainty in the market. You don't get a lot of views on the channel. And for the most part, everybody knows that we're in a bear market. They've either sold their crypto when it was, up higher and moved on, and they know when to come back into the market once this bear market's over with. You may see some may come in every now and then, check the price, buy a little bit, and they just think they know, and they've learned in the past cycles that, not to FOMO in on this. Don't believe the hype every time Bitcoin rallies. So this is what you're faced with. So until you ain't gonna see, I see YouTube channels all nervous and upset because they ain't getting no views, and they're doing everything they can do to get some attention. But that's just the name of the game. This is the bear market. Nobody really, unless somebody's got the narrative that, a crypto's going to do 1,000x or something like that. A lot of people fall for that stuff, and that you can get a lot of clicks and views like that. But if you come with them with honest truth on a crypto, they're not going to follow you much. But I bring the hype because of what's behind the project. So Zebec, and I tell you what, the honest truth, I do hold XRP, but I think it's about 2 tokens. And that's how much I believe in XRP. I do have 2 tokens that I just have, just so when I click on my portfolio on the exchange, that I can see the price of it without having to stroll and find it. I just keep it updated because it's like when Bitcoin rallies, XRP really don't rally. It's no different than any other crypto. You won't see XRP rally or none of these cryptos really rally. You got the privacy narrative going on right now, and that's a good thing. You got Zcash that's pumped. You got Dash that's pumped. I think Dash is probably sitting nowhere. I don't know. But this is another one right here I want to bring to your attention. But I'll cover it later. This is another project that I think is going to do really good. It could pull back because it's got a lot of imbalances setting up under it. But it's above the 7-day. It's at the 30-day. It's called KETA, KTA. KETA the cheetah. And you could see this crypto in the future really do well because it is the fastest crypto out there in the market right now. Fastest, the cheapest. It does the same thing it was created to do the same thing that XRP's done. That was created for. It's in that same category as XRP, but far as speed and cost, this is faster and cheaper, a lot faster. The only thing that you don't see right now is far as being battle tested, because Ripple has used XRP a couple times. But this project is set at 17 by 18 cents. I could see it pulling back down to 15 cents. Feeling some imbalances and going back up. Anyway, at this point, I wanted to bring to your attention along with Zebec. This would be a good investment. But right now we're covering Zebec. I get on these cryptos and but this I done covered Zebec. I told you what the two scenarios, there's two scenarios that could happen here where we're going. But once we thought we couldn't pull back down, we bounce, and then I can come back and give you another update on that 7-day. When we get back up there next to that 7-day VWAP. We're gonna come back and fill these imbalances first, and then we'll head back up to the 7-day. But I don't want to keep you here too much longer. If you enjoyed the content, subscribe to the channel. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing this mask, I'm going through some dental work that I've been putting off for a while, and I just wanted to bring that to your attention. And it helped muffle my loud voice on this mic. I wanted to bring that to your attention also. So hey, subscribe to the channel. Glad you came by. Until the next time, God bless y'all.